guys. Okay, so for today, I'm going to share something. My personal experience, my Bell's palsy journey. Yes, Bell's palsy journey po. This is actually going to be a recovery story, how I recovered as fast as 45 days, 1 month and 2 weeks to be exact. Ano yung mga treatment na ginawa sa akin. Basically, my personal testimony about my faith as well. Na-test talaga ako. Huwag mako-consider ko to na biggest plot twist ng 2026 ko. So once again, let me share to you my Bell's palsy journey. Disclaimer guys, I'm sharing this video just for awareness lang. If you have a Bell's palsy, it's better to seek professional help to inspire people as well na currently may Bell's palsy, just to be aware of this condition. Thank you! Ano ba talaga yung Bell's palsy? Hindi ko ini-expect talaga na mangyayari siya sa akin. It's actually a sudden, biglaan, a sudden, temporary, maybe 20% pwede rin maging permanent. Sudden, temporary paralysis of facial nerves, particularly yung cranial number 7 na facial nerve, maglilid yon sa muscle weakness, half ng face mo. So, kalahati ng mukha mo, paralyzed. Sa case ko, ang nangyari is, nagkaroon ako ng paralysis or muscle weakness sa left face ko. This part. Ano pa talaga yung cause niya? The cause of Bell's palsy is still unknown. But, possible na nalilink siya sa viral infection. Means, it can happen to anyone. Especially if lagi niyong ginagawa yung mga triggering factors, if lagi kayong stress, laging puyat. Nangyari kasi is bumababa yung resistensya mo, di ba? Dali ka ng kapitan ng sakit. So, sa case ko, possible na ganun yung nangyari. Kasi aminado naman ako, guys, na lagi ako nagpupuyat. Anyway, story time na tayo. How and when did it start? Clearly remember, nangyari yan March 7. This year lang. 2 months ago. It was a typical Saturday evening. Just the usual thing, Saturday things. 11 o'clock p.m. when I was about to sleep, nagtoothbrush ako. Suddenly, nakaramdam ako ng numbness, particularly here on my upper lip. Hindi ko maramdaman tong lip ko na to. Itong upper part ng lip ko. Tingin ako sa salamin, bakit hindi ko siya maramdaman? Trinay kong ganituhin guys yung lips ko. Ganito siya. Medyo kinakabahan na ako. Kick in na yung anxiety ko. Unang pumasok kagad sa isip ko guys, mild stroke. Sabi ko na lang, sa morning, kapag hindi pa rin siya nawala, magpapadala na ako sa ER. Morning, Sunday, March 8, andun pa rin yung numbness and yung lips ko, ganun pa rin. Ganun pa rin siya. Sinabi ko na sa asawa ko, sabi ko, Pushi, sabi ko, may nangyayari sa akin na nakaramdam ako ng numbness here and pinakita ko na nga sa kanya yung condition ng lips ko. Hindi pa ganun ka-visible yung symptoms ng Bell's palsy. As in, sabi na ng asawa ko, sige, after ng service, church service, punta na tayo ng ER. So, itong time na to guys, medyo yung anxiety ko talaga nasa level 10 na. Bigla na lang si pastor sa service, bigla na lang, sino nakakaramdam dito ng nag-worry or may iniisip? Nang share si pastor ng verse, Philippians 4 verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Parang kinakausap ako ni Lord na, okay, Charm, dalma lang, magdasal ka lang, and ako na yung bahala sa'yo. After the service, ayun na, pumunta na kami sa ER. Pagdating namin sa ER, punta agad ako sa doctor. Sabi ko, Doc, chief complaint ko is nagnanumb yung upper lip ko, left upper lip, and pag kino-close ko po yung mouth ko is patagilin. So, worry lang ako na baka I'm having mild stroke. Eh, gusto ko kasi maka-make sure, guys, kasi same na same sila ng symptoms, diba? Eh, pinagawa kagad sa akin ni Doc is stat CT scan. I mean, immediately yun, to do it immediately. Blood test, CBC with mga creatinine and electrolytes, blood sugar, ECG, and vital signs, the usual. Start tayo sa vital signs ko. Okay, vital signs, normal naman yung aking breathing except for my heart rate and my BP na medyo tumaas kasi understandable naman, guys, diba? Kayo na yung makaramdam nung ganong symptoms. I mean, kung kayo yung nasa situation ko, talagang magpipik din talaga. Kasi magkikick in talaga yung anxiety nyo. Blood sugar ko, normal. Creatinine, normal. Everything is normal. Okay, except for white blood cell, which may slight elevation lang naman, which indicates ongoing infection and inflammation. Okay, ECG, normal. CT scan, it turned out normal. So, it means no hemorrhage, walang pumutok na ugat, walang pagdurugo sa utak ko. Okay, cross out na yung mild stroke. The ER doctor ruled out Bell's palsy. Pinaka-importante kasi sa Bell's palsy, guys, yung ma-start na kagad yung steroids within 72 hours na nangyari yung or nag-appear yung symptoms ng Bell's palsy. So, within 72 hours na nag-start na mag-appear yung Bell's palsy symptoms, dapat makainom ka na ng steroid. IMO, which is my artificial tears, kasi isa sa mga magiging challenge kapag may Bell's palsy ka is magkakaroon ka ng dry eyes kasi hindi mo makuklose yung affected area, affected eye. Okay, especially kapag nag-droop yung muscle, pan ka nang i-close yung eyes mo. So, yun yung pinaka-crucial part kapag may Bell's palsy ka, kapag nag-dry yung eyes kasi maaapektuhan yung cornea mo and yun na yung pinaka-worst case complication ng Bell's palsy. Letrozole, just to ma-prevent lang yung adverse effect nung prednisone. Kasi sabi ni Doc, sobrang mangangasim daw yung aking sikmura or sobrang grabe yung stomach upset kapag magpo-corticosteroid ako. And binigyan niya rin ako ng B-complex. So, yun yung mga i-start ko. Okay, pero pinaka-importante doon yung steroid. Suggested also to see a neurologist to confirm Bell's palsy and physiatrist. Na-ER ako, hindi pa ganun kahalata yung Bell's palsy ko. Pero in the long run, sabi ni Doc, baka mag-progress na yan. So, kailangan maagapan through physical therapy. Umuwi na kami kasi 2 days. So, I went to my neurologist to call it like facial test. May mga pinagawa kasi yung neurologist sa akin ng mga facial test. Then she confirmed na Bell's palsy nga siya. Niya sa akin, what is Bell's palsy? Ano nga yung cause? I even asked my doctor kung nakukuha ba ang Bell's palsy sa pagme-makeup. Kasi sabi ko sa kanya, since I'm a real creator, I'm a makeup content creator, nakukuha ba siya sa makeup? Okay, sabi ni Doc, definitely no. Ang Bell's palsy is inflammation of the facial nerves, cranial nerves number 7, and possible nga na sa viral infection. Pwede nagkaroon ako ng virus, kasi tinanong niya pala ako, guys, kung may mga viral infection ako prior my Bell's palsy. Although nung Saturday, na before nangyari yung pamamanhid ng upper lip ko, nagdam lang ako ng muscle and joint pain, na slight pain lang naman. Okay, parang nagkaroon lang ako ng low-grade fever. Pero disregard ko naman yun kasi parang wala lang for me yun. So, ininuman ko lang ng Biogesic and then nawala. Ang nawa ni Doc is, okay, punta ulit tayo sa prescribe niya sa aking medication. This time, in-increase na niya yung dosage ng steroid. From 40 milligrams to 60 milligrams na. Okay, so guys, ang lakas nun, 60 milligrams. It's 3 times a day. Okay, 10-day medication ang steroid. I'm gonna take it with omeprazole. She also prescribed me patak sa mata ko. Yeah, every 4 hours kasi very crucial na kasi yung after 72 hours. So, may binigay pa siya sa aking food supplement. Food supplement for nerves, Keltican. Okay, I have to take it for 3 months, once a day. After no, ni-refer na niya ako sa rehabilitation department, same hospital din ng UniHealth. Okay, so I met Dr. Hilbuena, so one of the physiotherapists. So inassess muna niya ako, and then that's it. He made a program for me. Mag-physical therapy ako for 7 days. Bali, yung unang set ng session ko is 7 days. Tapos ko na yung 7 days. Another round of 7 days. Second week ko na, diba? So, another 7 days. Yung pinaka-third set na nung session ko is 3 times a week na lang for 2 weeks. So, anyway, ang total ng physical therapy session ko is 20. Okay, 20 sessions. Pagkakatanda ko, ang ginawa sa akin is infrared light. So, tinapatan ako ng ilaw. Okay, and then, after infrared, kukuryentehin nila yung mukha mo. Particularly yung affected area, they would stimulate your facial nerves and your contractor muscles. Ma-regain uli yung strength ng muscle and para ma-regenerate yung paralyzed na facial nerves. Kasi kailangan yun guys kailangan nilang i-stimulate yun para magsisignal yun sa brain ko para ma-regain ulit yung strength and ma-regenerate nga yung nerves. And then after that, facial massage and facial exercises. May binigay sila sa akin mga exercises na kailangan kong gawin sa face ko 2 times a day, morning and night. So aside sa PT, every morning and every night, kailangan kong gawin yung facial exercises na yon. Okay, next part na pag-uusapan natin guys is what to expect. Okay, what to expect kapag may Bell's palsy ka. Ano yung effect niya sa appearance mo habang nagpro-progress siya or meron siyang drooping of face, particularly guys dito sa left lower quadrant ng face, itong part na to guys, ito, expect nyo na bababa yan, na parang ang bigat-bigat na hinihila siya pababa. Another one is affected talaga yung taste buds mo, particularly yung tip ng tongue mo, and sa part mismo dito sa left part ng tongue ko, hindi ko maramdaman yung lasa ng pagkain. And hirap ako sa pagkain nun kasi medyo ganito na yung yung bibig ko nun, ganito. Walang muscle strength itong left lower quadrant. Ang hirap kumain, ang hirap magsalita, particularly yung sound ng P, pa, B, yung ba, at saka yung M, yung Though may gana ako may appetite akong kumain, it's just that wala lang lasa talaga yung pagkain ko. Kaya every time na kumakain ako, subo-lunok na lang. What to expect psychologically? Bababa talaga yung self-esteem mo. Sa sarili mo, parang nag-iba yung mukha ako. So, ayaw mong magpakita ngayon sa mga tao. Kasi hindi may iwasang mapapatingin sila sa'yo, guys. Kasi yun nga, may delay yung pagbiblink mo, tapos yung bibig mo, nakangiwi ka. Basically, nakangiwi ka. Anxiety, first time ko makaramdam ng anxiety na sobrang more than level 10. Of course, sadness, which is valid naman. Talagang hindi ka okay, malulungkot ka talaga kasi hindi mo magagawa yung mga usual na ginagawa mo, diba? So, nalungkot ako kasi hindi ako makakapag-work. Another psychological effect niya for me is Actually, psychological and physical is fatigue. Sobrang nakakapagod siya. Actually, guys, every day nasa PT ka. So, for 20 days, guys. Sa hospital ako, di ba? What to expect financially? Financially, guys, magastos siya. Sobrang good thing by God's grace. Our HMO, I covered everything. Covered my ER fees, yung mga laboratories, diagnostics, doctor consultations, even my physical therapy sessions covered ng HMO ko. So, yun talaga isa sa mga pinagpapasalamat ko kay Lord. Okay, pero ano yung sinasabi kong magastos na part? First, yung pamasahe. Although kasi nagpapahatid rin naman ako sa father ko pag magpupunta ako ng hospital, pero hindi everyday. Kasi during that time, alam naman natin yung price ng gas, diba? Sobrang mahal. So, nag-grab ako. 400 pesos yung pamasahe ko back and forth. And at the same time, magastos din siya in terms of medication. Bibili kayo ng mga medicine. I suggest talaga na itry nyo muna sa mga generic pharmacy kasi mas malaki talaga yung matitipid nyo doon. Same effect din naman yun eh. It's just that hindi lang branded yung gamot, diba? And yun nga, especially yung supplement na binigay ni Doc sa akin is I'm gonna take for 3 months. 30 pesos isa yun, guys. You know, 30 pesos times 100 days. Other expenses, like yung IMO, okay naman na yung IMO, yung artificial tears, which is yung for tired eyes. Color blue yun, okay na yun. Bibili rin pala kayo, guys, ng eye patch. It's better to buy the one with sticker para as in ididikit nyo na lang siya sa mata nyo. 2 weeks or 3 weeks na naka-eye patch ako kasi bawal na mag-dry yung eyes, especially if you have Bell's palsy. So again, yun yung pinaka-complication kasi ng Bell's palsy, yung mag-dry yung eyes mo, maapektuhan yung cornea mo, so baka it could lead to something serious, di ba? How did I recover quickly? Okay, as fast as 45 days, 1 month and 2 weeks to be exact. This may sound cliche for some people, and my testimony as well, we're one prayer. As in, you pray. But prayer works, guys. Of course, when you pray, be specific. Specify ko yung healing and recovery. And of course, you have to keep the faith. Remember, kunento ko earlier, yung verse na narinig ko, yung Philippians 4 verses 6. Totoo yun, guys. Every time na nag-anxiety kayo, or every time you feel worried lang about anything, may sakit ka, nag-worry ka sa mga decision making nyo, or nag-worry ka sa mga finances nyo, you know, anything na nagkukos ng anxiety nyo. Guys, remember that verse, that Bible verse, Philippians 4 verses 6, do not be anxious about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Isipin nyo lang yun. Yeah. So, I think at that time, alam mo yun, isa yun sa mga test na binigay sa akin ni Lord. So, testing my faith. Just trust in Him. Trust the process. That's why as fast as 45 days, naka-recovered ako. Kasi naalala ko yung sabi ng doctor ko sa akin, 3 months talaga yung recovery. Yes, 3 months naman talaga. Some people, 6 months. But if you have comorbidity, kapag may mga sakit ka na like diabetes or kung ano-ano pa, it may take longer, like 9 months, 1 year, sometimes more than a year. Again, depende yan na. Yung recoveries, depende yan sa tao. How did I recover quickly? Okay, number 2 is follow prescribed medication and supplements. Especially yung steroid, kasi 10-day medication yun. To be honest, hindi ko hindi ko talaga gusto yung side effect ng steroids. Namamanas ka, o tataba ka, masakit yung tiyan mo, lahat ata ng mga adverse effect na ayaw mo mangyari is pararamdaman mo pag under steroids ka. Again, you have to follow it. Titiisin mo talaga siya kasi yung steroids is for 10 days and then yung supplements for 3 months. Isa sa mga nakatulong sa recovery ko, number 3 is physical therapy. Laking tulong guys yung physiotherapist ko, yung physical therapy ko. Imagine guys, kung hindi ko siya pinapiti, okay, I think until now, mabagal pa rin yung progress ng recovery. Anyway, sabi naman kasi talaga ni Doc, mas mabilis talaga yung recovery ng Bell's palsy, especially kapag, kapag may kasamang physical therapy, minsan kaya ng 1 month, which is nangyari nga sa akin. Pero again, depende pa rin yan sa tao ha, depende pa rin yan, case to case pa rin yon. Pero sa case ko nga, napabilis talaga because of physical therapy. Recovery number 4 is because of facial massage and acupuncture. Facial massage, malaking help din siya guys. Especially ginagawa ko siya 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. Stimulate ng muscles, ng facial nerves, and para ma-regain yung strength ng muscle. So, syaga lang talaga. Motivation. Yung drive ko talaga na kailangan kong gumaling kasi kailangan kong bumalik sa work, kailangan kong bumalik sa dating ako, di ba? Go back sa usual namang ginagawa ko. I have to help myself then, di ba? That's my Bell's palsy journey. Testimony and my recovery story. For you guys, yung Bell's palsy naman kasi, it's self-limiting. So, meaning, it resolves on its own naman. Basta with the help of yung mga sinabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, physical therapy, facial exercises, medications, and prayer. Believe me, it's very effective. Ito pala guys, so what to avoid? Ito yung mga sinabi pala sa akin ng doctor ko and physical therapist ko. So guys, so ikaw yung tao na mahilig mag-uyat, laging stress sa trabaho, avoid this lifestyle na as much as possible, avoid these triggering factors, okay? Yung stress and uyat kasi pwedeng hindi lang Bell's palsy, baka ibang condition or disease ang tumama sa'yo kapag pinagpatuloy mo pa yan. Huwag mong abusuhin yung katawan mo. Kasi our body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. So, especially kapag mga nasa late 30s ka na, 40s, it's time to take care of your health. Share ko lang sa inyo yung journey ko, Bell's palsy journey ko. And I hope you learned something. And for those people na currently, sabihin natin may Bell's palsy, don't worry. This video is to inspire you guys. Okay, thank you for listening and thank you for watching. So, thank you. Bye!